Good afternoon to you wherever you're watching us from. Welcome to Behind the News on the Nation TV, a program where we analyze and dissect all the news stories in our national dailies. My name is David Bolarinwa, and you know how we do it. I'm not here alone. I'm here with our own distinguished in-house analyst, Mr. Olakunle Abimbola. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, distinguished indeed.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just on a softer note, it's the political season. It's more of this party moving to this party, this personnel moving to this personnel, and you know, as a political advisor that you would be, and in your own political hemisphere, what would you foresee of this this current Labalu, as we would say?
You know, as they say, it's all movement, no motion.
Hmm.
That's the long and short of it. Every time at the virtual leave of any election, you see people coming together and just a caravan moving left, moving right, moving to the center. At the end of the day, when election happens and they lose, and you know they are not prepared, they will lose. Everybody will go back to this, they start recruiting themselves onto the next 4 years. So it's nothing new.
Because in the previous election 2023, there was this certain man who said he was the right person fit for the job, and in less than 2 months now, he's moved from one party to another. He said this party is the best one, and in less than in the last 1 week, we've seen him put to another party.
I know the joke of it, the whole joke of it, they keep on swearing by ideology. The ideology is similar to how we have the same ideology. So what ideology? Ideology is a cold opportunism of political hustling. Is that ideology? In all of this, nobody is even telling us programs, policy and programs. It's just that because it's my turn, there's some sort of sense of entitlement and
Right.
source of maybe exceptionalism. I can't even understand it. And yet there is no demonstrable capacity in terms of boiling down policy, telling us this is what we're going, this is point A. I move this thing from point A to point B. How will I do it? You've not shared that with the electorate. You are just projecting yourself as some power man, as some Spider-Man, and we have been there all through this Second Republic is 26 going to 27 years now. You've not demonstrated this. So what's the point?
Well, we'll get to more of these details at the course of this program. But first, let's get it from our national dailies. The Nation newspaper here says Nigeria recorded 11.2% GDP growth in dollar terms last year. We also have more blows for ADC. To New Telegraph, we have new rule shuts out Uzodinma, Oshiomhole, others. And to the Punch newspaper, the headline story here says Obi Kwakwaso exits rocks ADC. 18 lawmakers join NDC. Mr. Abimbola, the Nation newspaper. The president yesterday was with investors in France, where they were discussing about, how to bring more investors into the country, increase the GDP rate, increase, expatriates, and all of these things just to grow the economy of Nigeria. And indeed, it was said there that Nigeria recorded 11.2 GDP growth as of last year. What does this say for Nigerians?
It says the economy is virtually coming to that level of acceleration you expect after much policy thinking. Beyond that, it doesn't say anything to the common man. That's the truth. It's impressive if the president says 11.8 GDP. I don't even know 11.2. I don't even know what that means. Is it talking of expansion GDP ratio? And that background is compared to what year? I don't know because it's a bit open there. But it can't be that the economy has expanded by 11.2. No, that's certainly not the case. But whatever it is, these are good numbers. These are good numbers, and the elephant in the room, of course, is the virtual disappearance, virtual collapse of power these past few weeks.
Yes.
That has been terrible. And the twin problem is the flaring cost of petroleum products.
Mm.
Uh, Petrol is selling for 1,400,
I even saw 1,500.
500. Diesel is selling for more than 2,000. Those are that twin. They hold the economy by jugular.
Mm.
And so long as they are up there, there are chances of high inflation. So if you have inflation, you are eating into the people's purchasing power. If there is purchasing power, acidity or what was it? When you are deciding when you are describing the desert, if there is a desert in that place, that means that poverty is likely to grow.
Mm.
So these numbers are good. I want to encourage the presidents, all the policy makers to continue if they are willing, but it's still not translating to people
Mm.
at the. And you know when we say it's not translating to people, it's not even the dead poor. Yeah, they are doing a lot in that. I mean, I read the story in Abimbola today. They were quoting Sheyi Jakonde,
Mm.
who was saying that he was midwifing the conditional cash transfer to the poorest of the poor
Yes.
in the sole local government of Juwoye. That's very good. The poorest of the poor probably will get something like that. But those might not even be the problem.
Mm.
The problem will be the middle class or the now middle class, like you, for instance, and I,
Mm.
you know, who are neither poor nor rich
Rich. Mm-hmm.
and are yet getting buffeted by the day. Those are the guys who can influence people, their opinion molders themselves.
Yes.
So that's the target group the government should look at. And the only way they don't even need any a specific program for them. Just TikTok with the cause. You see how you can make petrol for.
Mm.
For instance, I don't see why, although that strategy they will not disclose it to anybody. I've always said they don't have to pay subsidy to anybody. But you can sell the crude, go to local refineries far less than you are selling the ordinarily. That way you are solving the cost. You are not paying anybody any subsidy.
Mm.
Then when it gets to the refiner, they know that they are refining for the local economy
Mm-hmm.
and they are not going to process the price as they did, as if they are dealing with some
Mm-hmm.
world spot market price. That way, you are going to rearrange,
The pricing is on. Mm-hmm.
sanitize the fuel for so that petrol can fall.
Drop. Mm-hmm.
Petrol at 1,400, forget it. It's not,
Mm.
and people will say maybe some people in Kenya, which was what got Nigeria in trouble in first. I
Yes.
think it was maybe the president or one of his ministers that said that Nigerians are lucky that what is happening in Kenya and other African countries. Though the Kenya guy just got it, he went to he went to Spain or something,
Mm.
and he was saying that Nigerians do not know how to speak English,
Mm.
and there was a lot of
Yes,
uproar over the whole
definitely.
thing.
Yeah.
When people to say, "Well, you started it. Why were you referencing Kenya?"
Kenya.
You know, and the point I'm really driving at is not enough to say in other countries they are fearing wars. Nigeria are comfortable with their own wars
Mm-hmm.
and they want it to improve, and that one has not improved now, and that's the challenge before the government. So these numbers are good.
Mm.
Bravo, continue, excellent, but until it trickle down and people.
Begin to see the effect. Well, we hope these numbers will, manifest in the life of the common man. And but let's move away from economy and let's delve into political issues at the moment. 18, 18 senior officers left the ADC yesterday and joined the NDC and also the APC. Abimbola. The nation said more blows. So, what blows do we have for the ADC?
Well, it's a blow to the ADC, but the commission is not ADC or NDC.
Mm.
The commission is APC.
Mm.
Now look at those numbers. 18 people move in the House of Representatives. What's the number for APC? 88.
Mm.
So it's just like Gulliver and Lilliputian and Lilliputian. Gulliver is the giant, Lilliputian are dwarfs.
Mm-hmm.
So 88 to 80, what does that tell you?
Mm.
The thing is the so-called opposition keep on splitting because they have no agenda. That's the
Mm.
point. They have no ideology. They hardly have any policy and program.
Mm.
Let me try and put this in a way that is very simple. As far as Vice President Atiku Abubakar is concerned, is to show some sort of to be imperious that I'm there,
Mm.
I probably can win and all that, and I have the right to contest. Beyond that, or to brag that he's a northern candidate. The last time he did that, it was a disaster because
Mm.
he not only did not win in the north, he picked up some
Few
tidy
numbers.
votes. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
not few, well, good numbers.
Yeah,
But then it wasn't sufficient enough to push him
mm.
across the. But more importantly, he destroyed the PDP in the south,
Yes.
and he's not even sorry for it till tomorrow. That's Adiku's agenda. Never apologizing. I have a right to contest, even if the whole country burns down. I'm gonna contest. Obi, that one has. You can even say that you cannot even analyze clinically analyze anything. Just tell him that tell people that he's honest, is this,
Go and check
is
my
kind,
record.
is it?
You can check
But
his
does the
record.
tiger proclaim his integrity? If you're honest, if you all do, why does it not show in the policies and programs? You are a governor for 8 years in Anambra.
Mm.
Why don't you have landmarks? Look, in Oyo State, Kosheleri was there, governor for 8 years. Kosheleri was what was it, the one that Ajimobi.
Ajimobi.
He changed the face of Oyo. You could look at Oyo history and say before and
And
after
after.
Ajimobi,
Mm.
and that would be valid because the Oyo state he left is quite different from the one the King Republic you told this to them under Lamadisino under Ladoja
Mm-hmm.
the Kabiyesi now we told this respect to you and definitely under the Ogbonmosho man Alawakala.
Mm.
He changed everything. Oyo became a new religion that said you cannot step in the same river twice. The Oyo river changed.
Mm.
Give it to Makinde, he came and brought it to another level.
Yes.
But he was not the one who started the job.
Yes.
You know, that was a government who could see what he did. What did Obi do in Anambra?
Mm.
The roads, nobody, even all the roads he built, they say all of them had vanished. You
Mm.
know, in terms of security and all that. So you just wake up and say that, and even you took, according to this report from the international journalism investigating journal, they call it, is it Pandora boxes, Pandora report. The man took state money, borrowed himself, he lent himself state money,
Mm-hmm.
after lending, put it in the family business, built a brewery, then returned the money and say he has saved the state. What does that mean? That you took money well for a business, you earn interest, and then you return the original something you save. So there's a lot of fraudulent activities there.
Well, I mean, he said you should check his record. It means for a man to come outside to say, check my record, it means he has a pretty clean slate.
So these are the issues we are talking about. Look at Lagos State. Now, when Obasanjo was bullying everybody,
Mm.
Tinubu was really resisting it, not only on the political front, but on the superior economic mandate. Look, they wanted to start the rail line, the blue rail. They blocked it. They said it was exclusive. That's a fact in the public space.
Mm.
Obasanjo and co blocked it. They couldn't do anything. They wanted to do independent power. They blocked it. IPP. Obasanjo blocked it.
Mm.
Imagine if they had allowed those from 1999. We will be talking of phantom power now.
Mm.
These are the issues. Now he was part of that PDP situation before he crossed to Abga and all that. And you cannot get a trace. The one who is president now, he has a record. Lagos State is doing that 800 and something billion naira a month
Yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
From how much in 1979? 50, I can't remember that figure, 45 billion or something like that. I can't remember now. Is it 40 or 400? I can't remember the figure. But if you look at the quantum leap, that wasn't
No.
an accident.
Yes.
Somebody burned their brains to achieve that. So what did you burn your brain for as governor? You cannot see. Now you now say that you want to be president, you are playing on ethnic exceptionalism. Okay, my people did not have it before. I want to have it. So you are looking at a sickening sense of entitlement. The same man that ran for PDP, from PDP in 2023 to Labour, he has run twice now, 2027, 2026. He ran from Labour to ADC.
ADC and
Then
now
less than 6 months,
NDC.
he went to NDC. And he expect to be taken seriously. And talking of ideology, say they are and caucus that we were looking at the ideology. I think we have the same thing. The same caucus who went to Chatham House in 2023 and said that it was an insult for anybody to tell him to run under Obi. That in terms of accomplishment, in terms of policy, how do I put it? Policy purity or policy, what's the word I want to use? Policy soundness. He was head and shoulders over, which is true. As governor in Kano State, he did achieve a lot in in um, in what you can see. What did Obi achieve? Now the same caucus, because he wanted office at all costs, he was telling them to sack Shetima for him to become vice president so that he could get people. Don't just look at him, are you joking? Now he now left. So he now wants to run. From what you are saying, they call themselves okay, but that okay is not okay from what we are saying. It's not okay at all because at the end of the day, it's the same ego, sense of entitlement, and no rigor. At the end of the day, look, this election we say is going to be because look at look at the strategy, look at the structure on the ground. Now you mentioned the number in the 88 to 8, and they are celebrating. Now look at the states that want to. How many states does ADC have? I'm not sure.
No, it's I think Labour has. I think Labour has about three or
Labour has one.
Abga has
one.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
so
the numbers are quite
and in terms of structure, spread, reach, visibility, these guys are just Lilliputians.
Yes.
If they put their faith in going to poison people's time, okay, you say you want to go and preach to youth. You see somebody who's enjoy student loan. The guy made the first class. Was it that?
Student loan. Yeah.
Was it that if you're UI, the guy who made the first?
UI.
No, it wasn't UI. It was Ladoke Akintola University.
Oh, okay.
He made the first, and he said, for the availability of the student loan, we need to upgrade it. And people were telling him that it was campaign. He said, yes, well, call it campaign, but that he knew how he lived, that he studied to enter university by a very poor in Osun State, that was using lantern to read. He was not even feeding well. He managed to get to university, but for the accessibility to that loan, he wouldn't even avent another talk graduating, and that loan prepared him to make a first class. That's a personal testimony.
Yes.
And thousands, if not millions of students have that testimony. So you are going to go, you go and be traducing people, abusing them, trying to bama what they see, and you tell them to know that what they see, enjoying is not real. And look at the first lady. He's doing his own campaign.
The renewed agenda.
On so many levels, women, youth, young girls with their sanitary pads and all that.
Yes.
He will raise money for the national. So many fraud. Sheikh Tinubu is doing city boy movement. So that's campaigning on so many levels.
Yes.
And in policy, the president is pushing this thing. He just went about it. Like,
yes.
The economy has grown back. So on what base? What are you going to campaign on? So those are the issues. All this Yoruba call it Ariwoja, market deal. That's what it is. At the end of the day, if you don't fix your this thing, and interestingly, these guys are always follow this Lagos boy. The guy they call Chinedu, what's his name? Revival. Who always carries Obi. He has started with the man.
Yes. I saw a video of him yesterday saying, I think he has also joined. Is it ADC now or something?
He's in ADC. He was sorry, Obi left
Yes.
LP for he followed him. So Obi expect him to leave ADC to follow
ADC
him. I said
to
no.
no.
Now if you are losing credibility among your own followers,
Yeah.
what's the worth of your candidacy?
Mm.
So these are the issues. So in terms of politics and politicking, they are not there.
Mm.
In terms of raw policy, they are not there. In terms of achievement, they can point to zero. So where are they going to campaign? On what basis?
Okay, so at this moment now, ADC, NDC, they are really nothing to, structure base. They are not.
I can't see the structure. Look at Adamawa, even articles base. Aisha to Binani, the woman who
Yes,
almost
yeah,
became
who almost
governor.
became governor. Yeah.
She was in NDC. She too left APC and not that. She wanted no crime. It's a democracy. She went to ADC. Only for her to accuse the accusing article faction of trying to rig something.
Sabotage.
Senator Elia, is it Elia Sabo or something like that? The guy that was buying sex toys and all that, remember the story. He said, is this Elijah? Is it Elijah? Or I say Elijah Abo is from Anambra. I'm sorry, Adamawa.
Adamawa.
That one I pulled out of ADC to
ADC.
go to another party. I think he's trying to get to which party is this? Is it PRM is trying to get to? I can't remember. So these are in article state.
Yes,
The governor has left this thing,
yes,
gone to APC.
Yes.
And so where is the structure? Where is the organization? Where is the reach? Well, the election is still around is January. Presidential election is January.
Yes.
So we are talking of how many months? This May, 7-8 months.
Yes.
Well, in 8 months, a lot can happen. But I can tell you the way they are just coming together, dissolving, come together, turn right, turn left, go down, explode. I don't see where they're going.
Okay, so at this point, it's looking like the ADC and the NDC really do not have their structures. And according to what Mr. Abimbola said, he's not seeing them doing anything really as strong as the APC. Because when you look at what either parties have achieved and the systematic progress in which these parties have achieved and the personalities in these parties, you would see that there's nothing to compare of these personalities. It's been wonderful having you on the show, Mr. Abimbola.
But let me just say something before we go. It's not as if the election is just for open sesame, APC will win it. They still have to do some serious things. Look, you have to decide this laissez-faire economic policy. We are referring petroleum here now.
Yes.
Nobody should be telling us about war market. Now, I know there's a structural impediment, structural restraint. What do they call it? The crude oil market is basically powered by futures. What is futures? Futures is that policy that most of your production already sold out.
Yes.
Before you
own
and you probably get paid for it. So you are constrained. So it's not what you are producing today that you can push.
Yes.
So how do I relate that? I'm relating it to there's a reserve for the local refiners. Unfortunately, the government seems to have been constrained by the futures policy, so they don't have enough to pass to Dangote. Which is that Dangote is even in monopoly now is a problem. I heard that the NNPC something they are doing some deal with China to resuscitate the refinery. Even when we have more choices, the thing will go now. But as it is, nobody can tell us now that we have local refineries, a big one, and we are still benchmarking what to pay against the world bank. We have no business doing that. Something is not adding up, and that is because of the laissez-faire policy of the government. So the market will correct itself. Well, that might well be, but you have a people who are suffering to save, and it could be a sucker to blackmail. People like Obi, they don't have any program. They just go and badmouth you. They have their own electoral zombie that will believe whatever you say. Fortunately, everybody is not like that. But that can eat into your own stuff because a place you win easily, you keep on struggling. So that's the warning to them. They should look at the policy, whatever they got to think. But if they say, well, the election is just there, we've done, there's always danger. That's my own passing shot for them.
All right, all parties should be aware and all parties should keep his house in check. That's all we have for you today on Behind the News. My name is David Bolarinwa. Thank you, Mr. Abimbola, for joining us on the show.
Thank you too.
Till we meet you again. Bye bye.